AFTV said the game has finished, and you know what? No fans, different setup, but same old Arsenal. DT, what was David Luiz doing in that game?
What he always does. Do you know what's really annoying is the fact that obviously Mikel Arteta had reasons why he didn't start. You know, and then his hands are forced because of unfortunate, injuries. 2 in the opening 20 minutes. David Luiz comes on 20th minute, and by the start of the second half, game's done.
The first goal, appalling. I mean, and you're right on half time, and you're just saying to yourself, right, let's just get in. City are starting to, we started off pretty well. City are starting to grow into the game, as we know they're going to be. Everybody would be saying, right, especially your senior player, you'd be saying, right, get in at half time, 0-0. Weather the storm. He just goes and I don't know what was he doing.
It's just schoolboy defending. If a youngster done that, then you would kind of be talking about, oh well, we need to give them a chance. They're trying to learn. This is the senior player. This is a full international, Brazilian international, and it's so simple. You're right on half time, and the opening 20 minutes, I thought we done well. I thought our pressing was good. I thought the way that we were countering Man City was good. Eddie got 2 free chances, which I felt that he was, really poor in his finishing. Even the one in the opening minute, I know it was offside, but he didn't know it was offside. Awful finish. And then the injuries upset the rhythm a little bit, and you had to, take that into consideration. And it was one of those 5 minutes before halftime. I said to you, get in at halftime. Just get in at halftime now. We regroup because Man City are getting a foothold of the game. They're starting to, dictate everything, and it's only a matter of time. And it was Burn Leno. How many times have we said that this season? That's saving us. Get in at halftime. That one there for David Luiz, he takes one step to his left, he controls it, you clear your lines. His right foot is planted, and there's no movement. There's no awareness. So what does he do? He just randomly pulls a leg up in the air. Awful conditions as well. Ball slides off his thigh, straight into Sterling's path. Right on half time, the killer time to concede a goal.
And then we come out in the second half. He gives away a penalty, which we've seen that now. That's the third penalty he's given away, and the third time he's been sent off.
Yep.
He got sent off like that against Chelsea. He got sent off like that against Liverpool. Right? These big games when you're looking for your senior player to step up, he gets sent off. So not only have you cost us a penalty, you've got sent off. That means the game's done.
Yeah.
2-0 down to Man City, away from home. Over.
Yeah, it's finished. And there's no excuse in it. And, you look at the way he gets turned. Now, not using it as an excuse here, but in the first half, it was identical to what happened to Eddie Nketiah on the edge of the box. He was pulled down. It was a free kick. But the ref waved play on. It's about inconsistency from the referees as well. But David Luiz's positioning is wrong. He gets spun. And at that point, he puts his hands all over him. Only one thing's going to happen.
He put his hands over him twice.
Yeah.
He got spun outside the box. He put his hand over him. The guy's in the box. He puts his hands all over him again.
I'd rather you bring him down outside the box. Take one for the team and do it outside the box. And it's the same.
What's any chance of any top, even 6 finish when we can't defend?
There's not a lot. The only hope we've got is that everyone else that's been chasing that top 4 has been poor as well. And it, all depends how they, come back after the break as well. My only, light that I will pick out of this is the fact that it was a game in hand. So nobody else is going to get an advantage on us, momentum, pull further points ahead. Before the start of the game, we were 5 points behind 5th place. By the end of the game, we're still 5 points behind.
But then we're looking in bad shape because Xhaka's going to be out. Mari started the game pretty well.
Yep.
He's going to be out. David Luiz, I'm not even sure if that would be a bad thing.
No, that'd be a good thing.
He's going to be out, right? We don't even know who's going to play in defence in the next game. And it's a pretty resounding defeat, 3-0. Again, everybody will be talking about Ozil as well. It's just, again, we're back in a bad place.
Well, the thing is, what I want to see is Mikel Arteta call out the players that he should be calling out. And I don't, what I like about Mikel Arteta is that he's been very straightforward in a lot of the things that he's done. And I believe, there should be certain things that are kept behind closed doors. But at the same time, if there's, certain things going on, come out and tell us. Be transparent. And, it's very clear something's happened with Mesut Ozil. We don't know the situation yet. So until we do, we can't comment. But if it's the same rubbish that we always see, the same problems, and there's disciplinary, something like that, it's not family related or something serious, and it's something to do with, discipline and whatnot, we've got to get him out of here, because it's 350 grand. And when can you rely on him? We don't rely on him. And then the David Luiz situation, listen, at the end of the day, like I said, Arteta did not start him. And he said before the game, certain things have happened in the last couple of weeks as to why he made that decision, because he went with the side that he felt could contain and beat Man City. And then his hands were forced. There was nothing he could do. He didn't expect 20 minutes gone, he'd have to make that change. So he was right by not picking him in the first place. And it's so disappointing, because what's the saying about supporting Arsenal? It's the hope that kills you. Because it is. We've been in lockdown for 3 months, and genuinely, I want to go back into lockdown. I want Boris to turn around and tell us that there's a second spike and we're going into lockdown now, because I can't deal with it. Because you're just watching it and you're thinking, is this how it's just going to be for the last 9 games? Is this what we're going to have to put up with? And there's only so much he can actually do. Like I said, the first 40 minutes, I thought tactically we were fine. We were weathering the storm. It's going to happen. When you go to Man City, Liverpool, places like this, you're going to have to weather the storm. You're going to have players play big games, big moments. Leno was doing that. Get in at half-time. Regroup, come out for the second half. You just make it easy for Man City. The only bonus you can probably take from that is that it was 3-0. That's it.
Football is back.
Back again,
AFTV will be bringing you comprehensive coverage of every game from now until the end of the season.
Football's #1 narcissist is back. Back again,
AFTV, back again.